At 17 overs, the score 92.
Hi everyone, it's Norman Kochnick here for Eyes on Cricket with Norman Kochnick about a minute early. Hope you can all hear me. It looks quite clearly that Matt Kuhnemann is making his debut today for Australia. He just received his baggy green cap from none other than Marnus Labuschagne. I actually look Kuhnemann already made it. I think he's played short form, not long form. But yeah, there we have it. Matt Kuhnemann is making his test debut today. And if that's the case, we're in for a bit of a treat. Where is it showing Matt? Okay. So, Stephen O'Keefe. Hello, Oliver. How are you? Stephen O'Keefe. No, I'm okay. I've got a fever. I'm just a bit coffee. Gaming Guru, how are you? So Stephen O'Keefe here is a former left-arm spin bowler of Australia. Lords, as in compliments over Kuhnemann's willingness to learn. Former Australian Test spinner Stephen O'Keefe praises about Kuhnemann's work, ethic, and attention to detail with his craft. That's a great sign. So that's a great plaudits for him. So at this stage, we are going to have an Australian debut in Matt Kuhnemann. Interesting enough, though, if he's in, are we going to play three spinners? Alan Border surprisingly picked an Australian side without even Todd Murphy and had Head back in and Green, dropping Renshaw and I think it was also not Hanson, it was someone else. I can't remember. It was a very ordinary side. I don't think that's going to be picked at all. What change can Australia do? Well, Matt Kuhnemann's in, that's for sure. I'm pretty sure Stark's in for Boland. So we're probably going to see Todd Murphy, Lyon, and Kuhnemann all bowling, which is great. And on top of that, Cummins and Starks. That's a pretty good bowling lineup. It tells me that Cam Green probably isn't quite there yet. I think Kuhnemann will probably come in for, and if Adam Wagner's saying that there's evidence that Head's in, I'm not saying at the moment. Where do you get that information from, Adam? I think the certainty will be Kuhnemann's in. Green is ruled out. That doesn't mean it could well be Kuhnemann's is in there for Renshaw, and I can't see Head also being in there. That means two people have dropped. I can't see that happening. I mean, realistically, Stark's in for Boland. Kuhnemann's in probably for Renshaw, which leaves the rest of it unchanged. I can't see any place for Head and the team. I'll be very curious to see what happens. Okay, so we'll wait and see. Adam, Wagner, where are you getting your information from? Pretty sure Stark's in for Boland and Kuhnemann's in for Renshaw. They're my changes. The other change is probably Shreyas Iyer come back in, probably in place of Sky. Sky will probably bow out. Pujara is obviously in. I don't think KL moved at all. So that's your situation as it stands right now. So as I said, Matt Kuhnemann has been presented with the baggy green cap by Marnus Labuschagne on the preliminary get-together of the team. Eisen, it's face turquoise, covering eyes, Coley to win. I got probably hi mate, what's up? A lot's up, and you're about to play Australia. As we speak, England are playing New Zealand. Matt Maganui or Bay Oval, there in the north, in the Bay of Islands, up there in northern island of New Zealand, and England have been able to take 5 of the New Zealand wickets. What is your impression on KL Rahul? I think, like Warner, he's staying in the side. He's proven himself to be there. So he's not moving at this point in time. So I wouldn't be suggesting anything other than that. We've got about 11 minutes now for the toss. We'll find out exactly what's going on. A few things. Norm, you're not well. Please take a break and get better. We'll be there when you get back. Thank you, Zubinix. Well, I'm okay. After session 1, you have to come live. Again, Bobby, you reckon? Okay, well, we'll see. I'm not sure. I'm actually going to be hosting an event tonight at Cricket New South Wales. It's hosting a multicultural cup live captains event. They've got 8 captains of 8 countries. And the multicultural cup will involve Australia, India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, it's 5, Nepal 6, 7 Afghanistan, and 8 is the most incredible one, Lebanon. Lebanon, yes. So wait and see. So let's have a look here. We're going to look for the pre-match of the India and Australia match will start in a couple of minutes. Time, I'm going to assume again that Matt Kuhnemann is making his debut. That means someone, and I think Stark is back. So Boland and Renshaw are out. I don't think Australia going to make any more changes, especially if Cam Green's not back. Hanscom will stay. And I think you'll find that Head is not in the squad. Ooh, Bobby said, what's this? Ooh, is it? So the Australian side, I predicted, to be how close I'm to correct, Khawaja and Warner will open, Labuschagne, Smith, Hanscom at 5. 6 will be Carey, and then we'll have 7 Cummins, and then Murphy, Kuhnemann, and Lyon will make it 10, and 11 will be Stark, or Stark will be in different orders of that. So Australia will have 5 bowlers this time, Stark and Cummins, backed up by Murphy, Lyon, and Kuhnemann. I'm okay, VK, how are you? Yeah, 5. I'll have 6 batters, because really the 6 batters should include Carey, with, again, Khawaja, Warner, Labuschagne, Smith, and I would say then Hansen. What's your take on the injection scandal? Aston Monsey, what are we talking about there specifically? Text that your injections. I think it's nothing. I don't think there's anything really going on there at all. I think it's just they're trying to make something out of nothing. Yeah, so it's great for Kuhnemann, but once again, Ashton Agar misses out. He was in the original squad. He's been overlooked by Todd Murphy and now Kuhnemann. Where is he in the pecking order, really? It's Agar's. You wonder why he's on tour. So who will score 100 today? VK. It's in Delhi. Why not Kohli? Kohli is in the right mood. He should be the one to do it. So we've got 8 minutes before the toss. I must be aware of what. Yeah, what were you expecting in Delhi? Yeah, Delhi's a very, as I put up a photo, it's very polluted, which is rather sad. Tom Murphy's a good bowler. Actually, he certainly is. And if Alan Border was suggesting he should have been the side, I can't work that one out. But man, he got 7 wickets in the previous test. Can't wait for Murphy again. Now, Arath is a bit I agree with you. So we're only 7 minutes away from the toss. A lot of discussion about Head yet again. People saying that I'm a Head hater. I don't think he should be the side. If I'm going to be really honest with you, it's based on the fact that he's not a subcontinent batter. Simple as that. And you would argue there's a few more that are not that way too. I mean, look at Warner for sure. Warner's certainly, he's not what you would call in great form either. He's on 10 hooks. But Travis said shouldn't be opening. That's one huge mistake. They put him in as opener. That would be a monumental mistake. That really would be the worst thing they could do. Delhi is horrible in winter. It's kind of like our Canberra, isn't it? Rockstar Jadeja, he's massive difference between these two sides. Massive difference. Okay, toss is crucial for Aussies. I think the Aussies are going to be smacked again. I can't see them doing well at all, to be honest with you. Sad to say, India's same old, same old. I can't see Australia changing things too much in terms of the result, anyway. I'm not getting. It really is. It is a sad state of affairs for Australia. At the moment, we're waiting to see. So, Raj Kumar, I said, you still look young. What's your age? I think your age is the same as my parents, probably. I've had a shave, as you can see, because I'm going to be hosting an event tonight, Multicultural Club. So I've had a shave. I've had my nails done, a bit of a hair trim, a bit of an eyebrow trim, facial and my nose has been taken off. I've got a thing going on here. Yeah. So I'm a bit clean up today. So when are we going to get this? It's only 4 minutes, 3 minutes away from finding out about, well, at least a few people's point of view. I'd say, again, my Australian side is Warner, Khawaja, Labuschagne, Smith. They're your top four. They should stay that way. Followed by 5 will be possibly Hanscom. 6 will be Carey. Then you'll have 5 bowlers. Kuhnemann, Murphy, Lyon, Cummins and Stark. Now, Cummins and Stark can bat a bit better than the other 3. So you're looking at 6 batters, including the keeper, and 5 bowlers, which is what they needed the last test. What team will choose? Okay. I think, again, Australia win the toss, they bat. That's what they've always backed on. To bowl last is what they try to do, and they've got 3 spinners this time. So, yeah, I think Australia will bat, and India won't really care. They'll probably bat too. That's my prediction. Both teams want to bat. So, getting close to the toss, there's no evidence here of no, they're certainly they're showing Kuhnemann with the hat on. That's for sure. They're showing Kuhnemann with the hat on, which is what we've just said. Kuhnemann was wearing a hat, Australian bag of green cap. He must be stoked. He's just flown in here, and I played his interview of late, and yeah, it seems quite certain that, well, Kuhnemann's not only got a shiny bag of green, he's been lauded over already by Stephen O'Keefe. And 3 minutes away from the toss. Yeah, Matthew Kuhnemann's definitely in there, probably in place of Renshaw, I'd say. Almost certainly Renshaw. And Renshaw really did disappoint, if I'm being honest with you. Even his attitude was a bit slack. It certainly was. All right. Enjoy the match, mate. I will ask Gary. It'll be interesting to see what takes place. Okay, so we're all cricket starting now. No other words. Lago's still here. You can see out the middle there, the fogginess of the ground. Kohli's having a bit of a chat to his men. He's not captain, don't forget. It's 7:36 in Vancouver, free speech. Hello, are you? All the way from Vancouver there. I can see Jadeja's there with Kohli. Who'll bat first? Free speech. I think it'll be the winner of the toss. It'll be either India or India, Australia. Either one will, if they win the toss. This crowd full. It doesn't look like it. Looks pretty empty to me. I can see the background now of the ground. Pitches are uncovered, so there's no delay to start. Australia bat first. Good score according to you, Mr. Blue. I reckon There's Brett Lees in the studios will be there, and Alan Borders there as well. I think it'll be 350. Even 400 would be nice because we've just seen what time is it here? It is in Australia 2:29 p.m. on Friday. must win to keep the series alive. Border says that's pretty obvious. We're going to go over the toss in a second. It's just 1 minute to 2 minutes away from the toss.
It's got to bat better.
Yeah, you're right, they do. We're not too far away from the toss. So teams, do you reckon there are going to be some changes today? I think they will.
How are you?
There'll definitely be some changes.
Sean Cannibal, what's your time today? What's my routine today? After this, I'm probably doing
Changes?
just goes to North England versus New Zealand, which is very interesting. New Zealand's yet again proving their
3 quicks.
ability to fight, but definitely England and the ascendancy there. Vivek Kumar Singh, where are you? I'm in Sydney. I'm in Sydney, Australia still, Vivek.
Field set, bang the wicket, stump to stump, have a sort
Yeah, I'm waiting for Mother's probate.
side there.
And I'm going.
The odd bounce,
I'll be all cashed up and go.
bounce on the last game, didn't we?
This toss must be upon us now.
I'm looking at the stats here. Last time India lost a test match to the
Well,
others
it's
was
30 minutes from the start of play. You meant a toss now, so
That might work.
let's get some cut. Are you married? Am I married, Crimson? I'm actually divorced. I've been divorced for about 7 or 8 years now. Yeah, so it's my situation. Any Leeds Border Gavaskar Trophy 1-0, don't forget. A 4-test series, 1 down, 3 to go. We've got Delhi, followed by Indore, which has taken over from Dharmashala, which I'm very disappointed about. And with a 4th test in Ahmedabad. Here we go, toss the coin.
It's a nice, pleasant morning here in New Delhi.
Ravi Shastri's out the middle.
In the capital, Rohit Sharma, Pat Cummins, Andy Pycroft, the match referee, all in readiness. Rohit will spin the point. Tiles.
Rohit Sharma's tossed.
It goes for a nice little roll as Pikes chases it.
It's gone away.
What about?
So Pat Cummins,
On the toss again, what have you decided? I'm going to have a bat.
Australia's batting. Australia's won the toss in the batting. Australia's won the toss in the batting.
First test match is history. New day, new game.
Yeah, that's it. We've all lost games before and had to bounce back. So that's a challenge for the group this week. It's been really good preparation. Everyone's ready to go.
And how's your team coping with injuries? Cameron Green, Mitchell Stark.
Neither of those two are playing this game. So we've got Travis Head coming back in for Matt Renshaw and Matt Kuhneman making his debut for Scotty Boland.
Have a good one.
Thanks, brother.
Right.
But Rohit, you would have back in
So Scotty Boland is in out. Kuhneman is in for him. So we're going with 3 spinners and 1 pacer. Still no. And then Travis Head's coming for Renshaw.
Application we showed in the last game, put the toss factor completely away because we applied ourselves. Even though we lost the toss, we came back pretty well. We bowled pretty
Heading for Renshaw.
Will be required here today as well.
Kuhneman in for Boland.
5 years. Toss is in the game. You might bat second, but still win.
Yeah, absolutely. I think
So again for Boland.
So when you're playing in India, you just don't worry about the toss factor too much. Just come out and play good cricket. No matter what you do, you just have to come out and play well. And that is what we did in the last game. And that was
Green and
not to worry about.
Stark not ready.
It's all in your control. Come out and do the best you can.
And your warrior playing his 100th test match. Must be great for the dressing room.
Yeah, absolutely. We are all thrilled for him. It's been a big occasion for all of us as well. Along with him, his family is here, which is always nice to see. 100 test matches is not easy. He's gone through a lot of ups and downs in his career.
So,
but he's stuck to his
Australia won the toss.
plan and whatever he wants to do. And he's
Australia won the toss.
And your composition.
Australia won the toss and have elected to bat.
For Surya.
Have a good one, Rohit. So there you go. That's the news from the centre. Australia won the toss and they've decided to bat first. Good on you. Thank you, Ravi. That's another big toss for Australia. When you
So
win
Australians
the
won the
and
toss
you elect
and elected the bat.
That is a big bonus, boys, isn't
Well,
it?
it's the first win of the day. They've got to now convert that into some runs, and a big spot on if they get
So, okay.
first inning run, then
Look at the team sheets here.
Let's come back into the side eight.
The Australian team is as follows. Warner, Khawaja, Labuschagne, Smith. Head comes in for Renshaw. It's my mistake. I didn't put him in there. Hanscom, Carey, Pat Cummins, Murphy, Lyon, and Kuhn. So they're going with 3 spinners and a pace bowler, and that's it. Head's not.
Great lad. He's got great work ethic. He bowls to
Feel sorry for.
hours and hours on end. He won't
There you
miss
go.
out.
So India have gone in with Rohit Sharma, Rahul, Pujara, Kohli, Shreyas Iyer in for Sky, and then Bharat, Jadeja, Ashwin, Akshar Patel, Shami, and Siraj. So
Jeff, that's so lucky. Let's have a look at the
Sure is
rundown. It's not the rundown, the team card for Australia, because you win the toss and you're batting. If they were bowling first,
there we have it. So effectively,
Cummins is the only seamer in this side, Bigger. Goodwin comes in the spinner. Todd Murphy.
I'm just not sure that they've done the right thing again.
Alex Carey, Renshaw's out. Travis Head comes in.
it's a big reshuffle, isn't it? I mean, you could argue that Marcus Labuschagne bowls seam up, but you're right. Pat Cummins, the only quick. Matt Goodman, he's hasn't.
I don't think that was a smart move to have. They've still got 4 recognised bowlers. Murphy, only second test. Koeman's first. Lyon and Cummins, and that's it. Their Head's now going to be deemed to be the 5th bowler. Is that really a great selection? I don't know.
Back into the side. Do they say, well, we got it wrong in the first test?
That's basically what they're saying.
Okay. There we have it. So Shreyas Iyer returns for Sky. Interesting, I put Travis Head back in and Renshaw out. Now, you don't drop a person and put him back in next match. I don't like that decision, but we'll see how it goes. So Kuhn goes in for bowling. So no Stark, no Green, who both would have been needed in there. Well, if Green returns next test match, the 3rd test match, which will be in indoor, who gets dropped then? Interesting. I don't quite know what's going to happen there. And Australia's batting, so we're going to see good old okay. Okay, so Parr's, it's a crazy selection, I think. Okay, so Rohit Sharma with and Rahul open. Pujara, Kohli, Shreyas Iyer, Jadeja, Bharat, Ashwin, Patel, of course, Shami, Siraj. So the only change was Shreyas Iyer, who was originally chosen in the squad, over Sky, who, well, didn't get much of a chance, but yeah, I'd say it's pretty good bloody Indian side. Australia still have only got 4 recognised bowlers. Kuhnemann, Murphy, Lyon, the 3 spinners, and Cummins. That's strange. Head is not your 5th bowler. And if Cameron Green comes back in, well, then Head has to go again. I've either come to India, so I've been in there many times, and we'll be going there again. So, Ramadan Mitchell Starr. A little bit first. Now, it's a pity about Green and obviously Green and Stark are not ready yet. That's what we're getting word of it. That's what we're finding out. Green and Stark are not ready. You're sure about your playing 11? I'm still a bit disappointed in Head being in, to be honest. Drop the first test. Yeah, anyway, Head's in. We'll leave it at that. We'll see how it goes. He better bloody perform, I tell you, because otherwise he'll be out again. Now, India will be lording over Pujara, of course. Pujara comes to his 100th test match. Magnificent effort from a man who came in as the Rock. Again, for okay, so yeah, look, this Australian team, that's all. Toss has one most right, correct? You have to agree with me. Head selections to return back now.
Very difficult for Bengal. I think
I was a bit curious, honestly. You know, yeah, I just think that Kernan was and placed a bowl, and that's bizarre. Stark's injured still, clearly. I'm just posting that. Okay, again with 4 main bowlers. Yeah, I said that. That's just ordinary. So Australia's not going to win with 4 bowlers, and Labuschagne, Head, and Smith are just not your 5th bowling option. 3 spinners now. India will eat them for breakfast. Other than Todd Murphy, there's not much there. And look, if you look at the Cummins has got a lot on his shoulders. Oh my God, a lot on his shoulders, to be honest with you. That's just bizarre. I don't know. I don't know about you guys. That's what I would think. Hi, Norman. Hello, Ash. Only one fast subway. Exactly 1 bowler. Australia had done good because 4 bowlers. It's not enough. And one's only played 1 test match. The other was his 2nd. And Cummins, if he falls injured, heaven help him. And Line. Still, I can see Head not doing well. Australia on the toss. It didn't help them in the first match, did it? Australia won both tosses. First test in Nagpur, now the second in Delhi, and batting first both times. And the previous match they lost by an innings. So yeah, sub-group lead. Australia with the toss. Now it's pretty good for batting. It's a great chance to put some runs on. Well, I don't have any confidence in that at the moment. It's going to be interesting. I'm just waiting to see. It's very hazy there, which should be a bowler's advantage, I would have thought. Matthew Kernan will trouble selectors, maybe. But they get a hole in, then what will they do then? India selected three. So Head is batting all rounder. That's a joke. He's not a batting all rounder. His batting is not good enough to be even called a batsman at the moment in this format. So I'm just, he's got a lot on his shoulders. Travis Head, he needs to achieve. Okay. Australia must put about 300 runs to be in the game. I need 350. They need 400, honestly. India got 400 in the last test match. So you can't even say that at this point. Okay, so we've got all right. Matt Hayden's on the field there for India cricket. Good chubby these days. Big boy. Sky is out and Shreyas Iyer is back, correct? And that's a good thing. Shreyas Iyer is a tremendous batter. Sky's a good batter too. Now, if Australia lose early wickets, don't forget, what do they get? The first one, they got 177, followed by 88. And they haven't included another bowler. India got 400. Let's recap on the first test. Australia left 177. India scored 400. Then Australia only got 88. Steve can also bowl. They can bowl a bit. So can Labuschagne. They can bowl a bit. They're not leading, but they're not fifth bowlers in a test side. If Asher's right, this Pujaara's 100th match, that should be very interesting. I hope he gets a century. It'd be great to see him get a century. It'd be wonderful. The ground looks, well, there's certainly some cracks there. Looks a bit flatter than what I would have thought for. Might be a little bit more. Yeah, Australia certainly is missing green. All right, Travis Head returns to the top order. There's a lot of pressure on him. He needs to perform big time to prove himself. If he doesn't, Cam Green will come in next test and that'll be the train station they've had at the beginning. They're showing Travis Head's highlights all in Australia. Show me an Indian innings or a Pakistan or Sri Lanka innings where he's better well, then I'll start talking. But well, I reckon the pressure's on him. Why flop Carol Rose win the same game? India wasting Gill a little bit. Yep. Stays batting first will be easy or not? VK, I reckon it won't be easy. With the bowling attack with Ashwin, Jadeja and Patel, and the way that Sharmi and Siraj bowled, they were magnificent last match. So I don't have any. And Travis Head returns. Yeah, but you don't drop a person for one match and then bring him back the next in an embarrassing panic. Aussie batters need to find a way to counter spin. That's what they need to do. And are they going to do it? It's going to be very interesting to see what happens. This first day will dictate to him. But I'm expecting Australia to lose again. I really do think Australia's going to lose again. Okay. And Travis said, even though Renshaw didn't play well at all, Renshaw does not deserve to be in this side. But I would put Kuhnemann in for Renshaw, not for Boland. It's bizarre throwing Boland as well. So much politics in the Indian team. Yeah, there is. Certainly are. Avinash Iyer. Did you know we are wasting our talent, young men? Well, we are. Australia's probably doing the same thing. Keeping Warner on the side for longer. So Warner and Labuschagne. Well, Labuschagne's been a bit more successful. Smith is pretty good. Khawaja generally handles spin better than what's happened in the first test. Warner's the issue. Definitely Head is as well. I predict that Head will fail again and under these conditions, and you'll see him dropped again, and then you'll bring in Cameron Green. And what's the point of that? How does Australia first bat production score? If they get 350, I'd be cock a hoop. I got 177 and 88 in the last Test match. 177 and 88. It's a sum total of what? 265 runs? That's just not good enough. In 2 innings, 265, you need to get 365 in the first innings, then you're talking. But if you're gonna only score 265 runs in 2 innings, 20 wickets, and India score 400, you'll get no hope. They'll beat by in innings and what? 135 runs? 100 an innings and 135 runs. And they batted first. It doesn't sound good to me. Rahul doesn't deserve it, even if you don't. Well, I would leave Rahul a little bit alone because I don't think it's his fault that he's in the side. And I think, to me, he's like Warner. He hasn't been that bad. Yeah. And he's a good batter. Yeah, they could bring in Shubman Gill. Yeah, that could be and Sky is obviously the next one off the rank. So those two will eventually get in the side, and it will be someone like Rahul and probably Pujara will go. Spinner or seamers. Show's got 3 spinners now and 1 seamer. 1 seamer in the entire lineup. Now, some may argue that's the way it should be. So look at Jadeja. 13, he played 4 tests, 24 wickets, 4 and 17, 25 wickets, 23, 1 test, 7 wickets. So in 9 test matches, he's taken 56 wickets. Brilliant performance. How do you rate this playing 11 for the Aussies? I don't think it's much different. I mean, the only thing is, okay, they got a spinner in there, which is good, but they got rid of another bowler. They haven't got a 5th bowling option. They should have kept Boland on the side. But anyway, Head will have to contribute the ball heavily. And he's meant to be a batting all-rounder, so we'll wait and see whether he actually performs. So he doesn't bat well, and his bowling's pretty much useless. I mean, he's a 4th spinner, 4 spinners and 1 paceman. And Cummins, there's going to be a lot of pressure on him. He's the only bowler of that type. He can't bowl all day from one end, can he? So, yeah. So obviously we're going to open the bowling with a spinner. We're opening the bowling with a spinner. Whereas India have got 3 spinners, but they've also got 2 opening bowlers, Shami and Siraj. Out of our 3 spinners, none of them are all-rounders. That's our problem. We need a Cam Green in the side. Cam Green, if he was in the side, he would probably replace, well, Head or Canscombe. And that would be a better balance of side. And probably having Stark in there as well. So, yeah, free speech, you're back. Okay. Key man, Steve Smith touched average of 60.16 in India. Steve Smith is a significant person. What is prediction for lunch score? I reckon Australia will be 3 down for 50 or 60. And if they are, don't forget, Australia scored 177 after winning the toss and batting first at Nagpur. Then they were all out for 88 after India scored 400. Pretty hard to come back from scoring 177 and 88, which is 265 out of 20 wickets. And then chasing them 400. If that goes in the same vein again, and Australia's side is going to only strengthen this Indian batting line. Otherwise, they're unchanged. Australia has made effectively, 2 changes. Renshaw and Boland out, and you've got Kuhnemann in with Head. Okay, I'm not happy with it. Carroll's parachute selection time. Okay, Cheatham seems to be in trouble. Did you know we become happy when Roll gets out? So I have requested Australia to get Roll out as early as possible because we don't want him playing. Okay, well, that's a bit hard on him. It could well have been a keeper at one stage too, don't forget. All right, so we've got only a matter of minutes to go before the game starts now. Australia just to post a big first innings total. My God, let's have an innings worthy of noting. I mean, they scored 177 first innings in the last match. India countered with 400, so I can't blame the pitch. Yeah, can blame the batting. Oh God, it's so overcast, so smoggy, it's not funny. I've been to that ground. I went and watched an IPL match. So Sunil Gavaskar is giving Pujara his 100th test cap. and he's very, very happy about that. They're getting it from Sunil Gavaskar. Big deal for Pujara. I'm sure he's going to bat holds a free wicket. I'm afraid there's a lot of Australian free wickets too. So, congratulations to Pujara on his 100th Test match today. India's going to win and win easily. How could they reverse the game where Australia scored 177 and 88, and all they've done is brought Head in with poor form. Renshaw had to go. I agree. Boland. If Stark came in, I understand him going, but for Kuhnemann, still only got 4 bowling options. 3 spinners, Murphy, Lyon, and Kuhnemann, with Cummins, and that's it. Now, Head is not a regular bowler. Let's not keep saying that. Nor is Labuschagne and Smith either. If I was 1 for 100. Okay, so free speech wickets. Australia being 1 for 100 at lunch. I doubt that. They can win the Test. Scoreboard pressure is okay. Yeah, I agree with that. It will be pretty. Well, it's too early to say. India's batting line. That's phenomenal. Why team doesn't celebrate well? I think you're on Carl Rahul's poor back, the poor bugger. He probably doesn't deserve that much of a roasting. We've got 5 and 4 start of the match. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on the team? First, because I meant scoreboard pressure has no logic. Even great teams can choke. They can, respects. They can. But Australia can have to score more than 177. Even 350 wasn't enough. Because then they got 400 in their first innings, and that's all they needed to do. And they were an innings and 135 runs in the front by the end of the match. Australia have to come back from scoring 88 all out in the second innings. 88. We know India all out for 36 or whatever it was in Adelaide. Yeah, I can see that point. They came back great. They won the series. Jahan Arya from who's going to take the new ball with Cummins? Great question. Great question. I'm saying Lyon because he's the most experienced. But it could be Murphy, it could be Kuhnemann. It's Kuhnemann that's a mistake. We'll see first how Australia bat. And he's got the same bowling lineup. Shami and Siraj were brilliant. Jadeja, Ashwin, and Patel were also brilliant. That's 5 recognised balls. 5. Not 4, 5. Australia, Murphy, Lyon, and Kuhnemann. Murphy in his second test, Lyon, Kuhnemann in his first, and Cummins with no support. And Head, they need to use Head, they know they're in trouble. Yes, neither John Warner's in. This pitch spins. Well, both sides have got 3 spinners. Incredible stands. So the standings of the ICC World Test Championships are Australia got first on 136 points, India second, 111. This is the World Test Championship. The overall rankings, India actually first. Mr. Rohit Sharma's thrown the coin a million miles away from the pitch, and he lost it again. He's lost at both times, and Cummins has won both tosses and elected to bat both times. First match didn't matter. He was laughing his head off. Head's played 34 test matches. It's Todd Murphy's second and Kuhnemann the first. Lyons 117th test match. Cummins 49th. Really? Head in for Renshaw. Okay. And then Kuhnemann in for Boland. 1 bowl short. Shreyas Iyer in for Sky. And Shreyas Iyer played 8 matches and Bharat's played 2 now. Second. Sharma and Brill both had 47 test matches. Cheteshwar Pujara 100 matches, as we know. Collis had 106. Jadeja 62. So what should India do if they won the toss? Wouldn't have mattered. They would have probably done the same thing, probably batted. It doesn't matter to India, honestly, because they got the upper hand in this whole test match from word go. So Warner's out there now with Khawaja, and I'm assuming Khawaja's opening with Warner. Warner's out there, so there's no head opening, thank God. Warner has 187 innings, average of 45 points, which is commendable. 34 50s and 25 hundreds. Mona Johnson like, come on, Aussies. We'll see. Khawaja's had 101 innings, runs 4168, average of 46, better than Warner's, 19 50s, 1300s. Sharma, who had great success in the first test match, don't forget Australia all out for 177, so they're going to get past that score first. Chris's reckon Rahul is okay, maybe. Agar has no control. He hasn't had a chance to show his control. Why? He's always choosing a lot of scrambling. I was a wayward first delivery. What happened there? 5 buys. Yeah, well, they're not picking Lords for the World Test Championship. It's actually the Oval. Big fan. Thanks to Akshay Kachik. So Barrett had a shocking first ball. Sharma bowling what appears to be an the ball absolutely went so far away that no hope for Barrett. Well, Australia off the mark with 4 runs in buys. Australia going to win and with only 1 quick ball? I don't think so. If Cummins pulls up injured during the test match, they've got nobody other than spinners to come on. It'll be a field day for India. Yep, Warner's beaten with the second ball. Swung madly. So for 4 buys. Hazy, overcast looking conditions. Australia's going to win, you reckon, actually? Well, let's see. Oh, that ball came in immensely. Warner's got something on the third ball. He wanted end swinger, but just direction was wrong. Yeah, we'll forget the first ball. That's not relevant now. Amazing on swing. What time is it now? 3 o'clock. Harsha Borgle, Hayden, Gavaskar. Pretty good opening threesome there. Lisbon and Warner are good friends. Well, they've known each other since they were kids. Everybody wants to show the win. I can need a lot of help. Oh, ball. That ball just seemed and swung around. Oh, my God. Sharma's got to make sure he uses this ball. He doesn't waste it. First innings was a magnificent delivery. They got Warner neck and crop. Oh. Repeat that delivery. I'll see it happen again. Come on, Sharma. Let's see what you can do against Warner. Ooh. That was not far from the bat. From the stumps. Oh, Warner's dismissal in the first test was awful. All out for 177, don't forget. Nice ball, landed nicely, and it completely picked Warner. All ends up. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Warner has got out to almost exactly the same delivery. Oh my God, Warner is out again. This time it's, well, it hasn't hit his stumps, surprisingly, but it's hit his pads. So in front, it's not funny. Dave Warner, oh my God, looks like he could be gone for a duck. That looks out to me. Australian reviewing the decision, I don't know why. He looked absolutely plumb to me. Shami has got the ball on the string, beautiful movement. Got the jitters Australia at the moment. They could, 177 looks like a long way away to me. Let's have a look here. There's no bat there. It's not high enough. Warner's a short bloke, and I see him on the back pad, and it's gone. That's hit the stumps. It's been given out, hasn't it? Isn't it? Oh, hello. No, is it a bat there? No. Hang on. Is it a bat there? It looks like you said the pad at the same time. No, I can bat here. Warner's very lucky. It clipped it with a bat. I'm a big fan of it. Thank you. Actually, what do you do for your living? VK, I'm retired now. I do this full time, and I do a bit of investments. Otherwise, I'm pretty much doing cricket all the time. Oh, well, Warner's sigh of relief because he was gone for all the money then. I'm surprised he got any bet on that. Really lucky, very lucky Warner. Very, very lucky. Lucky. Siraj, no, lucky for Warner there, I tell you. See how Khawaja goes against Siraj. Oh, Jesus. Australia had a bit of luck here. Thinking once wanted to score well. He's got a long way from scoring at the moment. I'm being honest with you. It's probably swung a little bit too much. Well, it pitched in line. Oh, jeez. Good bowling. Fantastic bowling. Warner was so lucky the first over. Stain, Brett Lee, and many more, unless they are my favourite. I always want them to score. Okay. AB de Villiers, Dale Steyn. Okay, Brett Lee. Well, Steyn and Lee are bowlers. Villiers of it. Ball is swinging. Yeah, it certainly is. These two, Australia's going to need to have a fast ball. They haven't got one. They've only got Cummins. What are they going to do? They're going to put Warner at medium pace? Oh my God. Travis Head's not a frontline bowler. Nor is Labuschagne, nor is Smith. They only got Murphy on the second game. He could have a shocker. Kuhneman's on his debut. I mean, Lyon has got some length of involvement. When Cummins breaks down, they've got nobody. They're going to be in a mess. Oh, jeez. Siraj is bowling really well, so is Shami. It's me again. Why do you think Shami is getting more of the pitch with the new ball? The way he holds the ball, Cummins is more of a hit the deck hard type bowler, whereas Shami uses the air. What's happening there? Is Khawaja out? LBW? Let's have a look live. This is the first test or something. Well, Khawaja just clipped it away nicely. Shami's a bit leg side. Sharpie's a better bowler than Cummins. I've got no doubt. Very good bowling conditions, actually. Good. Jared, 800 test match. Sky on the sidelines there. Kuldeep, Gill, Shankar Shan. Oh my God. Massive wide. It's a wide. No ball. Four slips. Oops. It's been a bit sloppy. He's only had 4 byes and what should have stopped a regulation ball down leg side. It wasn't well gloved. Only 4 runs come off the bat. One is not a duck so far. Things aren't going in his way so far. People are getting stuck into Rahul unnecessarily. Only one fast bowler is a shock. I'm sorry. If you had experience in any other department, I'd go okay, but I haven't. Clive's hit a boundary. Clive's is good value. Clive's looks really the goods. The other match. Of course, is and this is on 7 for 82. 82. Bloodnell's 48. Conway 77. It's a Stokes. Michael Bracewell 7. 7 for 182. After England got 325. Still a way away, that one. England's got control of that test match. This is like the Chennai pitch losing a win toss, win batch. So I haven't won anything yet. Kawaja seems to be having a bit of an easy time. He can move to 12. Warney off the mark. Charlie hasn't had much luck. He could have got Warner at first couple of balls there. Kawaja moves to 12 off 11 balls. Warner not yet scored, which is a little bit unusual at any time for Warner. Warner facing Siraj now. But India have got Warner, okay, they've got Shami and Siraj. And they've got Patel, Ashwin, and Jadeja. 5. Australia have got Cummins. And straight to spinners. Murphy his second test, Kuman in his first, and Lyon. So Cummins and Lyon have got the overwhelming most experience. Head bowls atrociously. So did Renshaw last test match. Labuschagne pretty ordinary too. Smith not even bowling. Run for 18 into the 4th over here. Kawaja on 12. Warner yet to score. On Saturday, I'm playing at the SCG. Well, not me, but SCG 11 are playing with the women's side as well. On Sunday, I've got the Multicultural Cup, which I'll be hosting. There's an event on tonight, which is Friday, which is introducing the 8 captains of Australia, India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Afghanistan, Nepal, and Lebanon. Please watch that. When does I last go in with 6 spinners? I like that. With Labuschagne spin, Head spin, and Smith spin, and now 3 spinners. That is actually 6 spinners. And Cummins the next is captain. Smith, Head, and Labuschagne, and then 3 spinners. Oh boy. Looks like Siraj has cut his lower thumb when stopping the ball. Bit of a blow. Siraj's finger is serious. He's got it heavily, he's getting some bandages there. That's only a small band-aid. No stitches. Oh, Siraj's finger looks, is it badly? I don't know. It's getting tape on it. None frayed into the 4th over here. And then injury replacement for bowl as well. I guess they could do that. Mashadov was there. He's still bowling. Alani, they did not need 2 seamers. Aussies going with spin. Yeah. But India's got the same spin too. They've got 3 spinning. 3 substantially good spin, and they can all bat. Australian 3 spinners can't bat. which leaves Smith. So Cummins is out of form batting wise as well to be the other bowler, and that's it. Well, looks all at sea at the moment. They should have played Colding Houghton. Now, how could they? Another fourth spinner? No. Warner's played 19 innings for 399 runs, average 22 here in India. It's not a great score. It's interesting to switch to spinners, perhaps. Manager on now it's a real test match. This is going to take lots of time. I don't know. The wickets could fall just as quickly. Warner survived an LBW decision, which he was given out for, by the way. I want to see Warner off the strike. Oh. Wills, but I bounce back with extra spinner and the same one less. But no, you can't play with four spinners, four bowlers. You need 5 bowlers. They've got 4, 3, one on debut, one on the second test, even though they did very well. And if Cummins doesn't penetrate or gets injured, he got nobody except for Warner. Shami bowls well against Warner's, but against Haji, he's like blinds back. Okay, yeah, still Shami is potentially going to take a wicket here. The wicket of Warner in particular. Kawaja seems to like him. And Warner is I don't know what he was doing with that shot. It was a nothing shot. The 5th over here. It's still very, very early days. Definitely, Shami's a bit more wayward today than he was in the first test. Early days though. But I'll shower and I'll wash this hair and I'll get it right. Otherwise, I'll look pretty young. I look young. This is Pacers player will work on it for longer for like 1.5 days. Exactly. They've had luck so far. They've survived already one or 2 dismissals. But it's still early. Still only in the 5th over. Warner has yet to score a run. He's faced 14, 16 balls. Quaj has faced 14 and scored 12. Shami's not quite got his length and line right, right? Wishing luck. Okay. Should play Gill and Coltic for Rahul shows now. Not Siraj deserves to be there. I don't. Rahul perhaps. Guess Warner has taken the back seat after a few. I'll let Uman take control. Yeah, that's probably a good point. I guess Warner has taken it back. Yeah, I kind of agree. But Warner hasn't scored a run. He's done off 15 balls. This is Australia, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, Afghanistan, Nepal, Lebanon. Australian tourists are there. A lot more Australian tourists in this trip, looks like. AST tours. Good ball from Siraj. Well, takes it slow. Doesn't mean he's going to score runs. Quads is. Oh, he's getting beaten by some good deliveries. Alani, when Jelly got foggy, well. Seems to be foggy, smoggy a lot. Night games, you don't notice. All right, let's just give this Australia a bit more time, then I'll call it quits on this broadcast. England versus New Zealand. England are doing well. The score there is 7 for 197. Stockholm on 13 and Blundell 50, the keeper. Pujara smug, he's playing his 100th test. He probably didn't think he was going to reach it, actually, but he has. It was nice to see the Pujara family was there, and Snugavaska hands over a cap to, in the glass cabinet to Pujara for his 100th test. Good work. Good work. Yeah, Quadra is searching a bad ball, true. Let's get the spinners. Let's see them turn. Yep, I agree. Last time both openers went to the pace bowls over here. You're actually it's slow. 201 for 7. Okay. And there you go. $100 tests for Pujara. That's a big deal. Kohli's got 106 already too. It was a good ball though from Siraj. 6 overs gone, on for 19, so they're surviving. Not out of the woods yet, by any means. 100 tests and taken 1,000 blows on the body. Good point, Alani. Free speech, 100 tests for India is very difficult even to say. Well, I got 99 tests. I think you're right. Ashwin's coming on already. And the 7th over, that says a lot. Ashwin's a champion bowler, honestly. Should never have been left out of the team that India selected to play England at home. And England, crazy. He's 36 years of age. He's not young anymore, but he can bowl for quite a long way further. Has played 90 matches, taken 457 wickets, 24. Strike rate 51. Brilliant. Oh my God, is he out first ball? What happened there? Jesus, that looks not even an appeal. That's strange. So I thought that was the Warner's bit all at sea. Still, he's looking very uncomfortable. Is Warner? Now, are they going upstairs? I think they are. Oop. No, it's too wide. It's gone a bit wide. That's got it. Hang on a sec, guys. Let's got to go. Little boy's room. Hang on. Warner should walk now. Well, he wasn't out this time. Ashwin's first ball. I can't see Ashwin. Warner's getting very low. Oh. He got away with that. That's his first runs. With a streaky shot down the third man, he's taken 2. He's smiling. Kohli's having a go at him. A big edge off the bat was not a good shot. Come on, Warner. Don't be sitting duck. Score or something. I agree. He's best hitting himself out of this. Siraj is bowling well. Speaking, not duck this. Probably for me. Well, Australia have somehow got the 21 on the 8th over. Warner 2, Khawaja 3. This is 13. Significant if they can get through this first couple of hours. It might be in Australia's favour. Warner's been out once or twice already, almost. Khawaja's looking a little bit better. This is Pujara's test. 100th game. Oh, God, that ball looked out. And it was given out. There was an edge off the bat. I mean, Shami should have bowled over the wicket, not around, like Shami's doing. Anyway, he got the ball to come in. with a natural swing. Kawada's just been hit on what looks like the shoulder. The ball from on the glove, actually. Manager, let this stew cook for a while. I'll be back later, Normie. Okay, manager. I love the way I put up this stew. It's like a melting pot. So it looks like the steam coming out of the wicket with the smog. Now, Warner looks like he tried to play a pull shot and he hasn't got anything on it. Warner's not happy. Was he hit in the chest or bit of aggression from Siraj? I like this. I like it a lot. Warner's dropped the bat where he stood. Let's have a look. Oh, it's hit him in the left shoulder with a hell of a thud. Lucky the ball didn't go on the stumps, actually. Warner's in a bit of pain. It didn't hit him in the head. Hit him in the shoulder, left shoulder, and he's obviously in pain. And Warner has not moved his arm at all. Warner just seems to be not moving his left arm at all. Whether he's got some numbness, I'm not sure. Matt Kuhnemann, Lyon, Murphy, Cummins. There's your bowling attack for Australia. 3 spin bowlers and a fast bowl. And that's it. Head, Smith and Labuschagne are not bowlers. I'll repeat that. Not frontline bowlers. Shreyas Iyer, big inclusion. Sky was, well, very good, but still didn't look like it was ready. Shreyas Iyer has done well. Labuschagne sitting there with Smith and Head. I was a political move with Head in and out, I reckon. So Warner's obviously in some pain. I think he's just taken a headache, a painkilling tablet. Hazel looks ready. Stark must be very close. Yeah, he's not well. He's actually not well, Warner. He's quite staggering, actually. Has it him in the elbow or is it the shoulder? I wasn't sure. Warner's not well. He has not moved his left arm at all. Warner's in a bit of pain. Warner is in a bit of pain. He can't move it's either his shoulder or his elbow. I'm not sure, but he's not lifting his arm at all at the moment. And he's in quite a bit of pain. So something's happened. Has he broken something? Is that what's happened? It was an innocuous delivery. It got up, yes, but it didn't do anything out of the ordinary. He's moving it now for the first time. Let's have a replay there of where it hit him. It's come off the bat. Okay. It's come off the bat and hit him on the elbow, not the shoulder. So it's come off the bat, deflected, and gone onto his elbow, probably flush. Hence why there's a bit of the old, it's his elbow, not his shoulder, and it's hurting him. It's clocked him nicely on the shoulder. Sorry, elbow. Well, with some decent bruising going on there. and it's his left arm, which is they're bandaging it. I'm not sure how that's going to help. If it's bruised, they'll need padding, not just bandages. The fact that he's staying on the field and they're doing this is a bit bizarre. He should have come off freely. Ishan Kishan there with Sky. And I think next to them was Kuldeep. They're having a bit of a laugh. In fact, Gil, Sky, and Ishan Kishan are having a bit of a giggle. Trey Sire on the field there with Bharat. This most unusual beard. None for 22, 7.4 overs. Warner hit off a Siraj delivery well. He collected on the bat and edged it onto his elbow. If he's batting with this ridiculous bandage, what is it? Is he flush on the elbow? Does he give him any movement? I'd be wondering whether he can bat. We'll wait and see. Be better off having a break, really. Warner's saying he's okay. This ground in Delhi, I've been to that ground for a IPL match, actually. Another short ball, and there's quite a bit of a laugh there from Warner. Well, if I would argue you'd have to keep going for it, keep hitting there. Can't see him lasting long. Apple TV, and I don't have Apple TV. Okay. So fixtures, as we heard, Nagpur, of course, was the first test, which is done and dusted. India winning by innings and 132 runs, but the second test is here in Delhi. Third on March the 1st or 5th is in indoor, not indoors, but indoor. On March 9, the 13th, the fourth test in Ambula. I'd love to go to either of those, but we'll wait and see. There's a lot of commentary about who's in the bet first, but yeah. Great ground. Very scenic location. Khawaja on 14, facing Ashwin. Ooh. Ashwin just Khawaja. Plenty of flight, and the ball's going careering for the short side off. The question is, why is Warner laughing after the ball? From Cole, I think Cole is giving it to him. Australia scratched around for 22 at the moment of the 9 overs. Just really happy with that. All right, guys, we might call it quits for this time. Looks as though one more over, eh? Warner's looking very uncomfortable. Warner now facing Siraj yet again. Got some bet on that, but maybe he's not feeling it as much. Who knows? Siraj having a bit of a giggle. And even Sam has been bowling quite accurately today. Well, some early balls are sprayed. Avi Shastri, Mark Warren, Sanjay Mandrake. Warner's just played his most positive shot so far through the covers. Maybe the injury is making him concentrate more. Are you also watching the match between New Zealand and England? Yes. And in that situation, of course, New Zealand, with the help of Blunt Ellison, 69, 7 for 221, 325 the total. So they're clawing it back slowly but surely. Tom Blundell very capable batter. Broad Anderson take the wings. Broad's taken 1, Anderson 2. Ooh. So 9 for 26. This is more of an admirable start to the innings. Hi, Adarsh Kumar. Australia 9 for 26 as Lance Morris. 9 for 26, and we're into the, I think it's the 10th over now with Siraj bowling. Oh, geez. I was talking Hindi. I can't. I've asked, tell me some words, teach me some words. Shanti that's what I know from a movie. Acha, acha, acha. Acha, acha, acha. So I was bowling pretty well. The ball was not there to hit really, but Warner flavoured it. The moment I clock off from this, wickets will fall, you bet. From what country am I? I'm from Australia, Sydney, Australia. Siraj has bowled well. He's bowled some good short balls. Hit one on the arm. Galton Gambhir stand there in the background. I think Shami deserves a longer spell, to be honest, too. Anyway. Warner 6, Khawaja 14, 9 for 26. Just coming to the end of 10 overs here. And Arun Jatley Stadium. Arun Jatley. I thought it was Firosh. Stadium. I'm not sure. I thought it was the same stadium. The last ball, 10th over here from Siraj. He's got 3 slips waiting for something to come off the bat. Warner again. Has he been hit again? Played a very similar shot. It looks like he's been hit again. Has he? He's taken his helmet off again. And where's he off to? Is he out? What's he doing? He's very defiantly taking his helmet off and his gloves. He's walking quite a way. Warner's unhappy about something. Andrew McDonald there with Michael Divenuto. Stays Ashwin 5 wickets. It could well be. Could well be. Every day Ashwin bowls, it's 5 wickets, potentially. For sure. Oh, it's actually hit him in the face. That was not the bowler's fault. Great ball from Ashwin. Oh, that would have hurt. That would have hurt the side of his face there. Oh my God, what happened there? Jesus, that spun it 8 yard. Did it spin too much? Oh, I'll tell you what, that was probably a little bit high. Otherwise, it's there. All right, one more over of. One of 6, Quads at 14, 1 for 26 now. Oh, it almost carried. To Shreya side, almost carried. And Quads had enough, and he's danced down Ashwin heading for 6. Was that 6? Good on, yes, it was a 6. So Quads moved to 20, and good on him. He's taken a leap of faith and right. I'm sick of this plodding away. I'm going to have a go, and he's just done so. Good shot. Save as houses. And he's come back with a big spinner. It's almost like Ashwin was happy for him to took it at 6. There it is, a beautifully lofted second ball. That was a beautiful ball. Lovely ball. What a good follow-up after being hit for 6. A lot more flight. 32 after 11 overs. Quads at 20 of those, 6 to Warner. He's been very circumspect in his way he's played. And really, Warner should do the same in Quads. Ball's full, go for it. Fair few tourists there. It's not Ravi Shashi, Mark Warren, so there's some 3 Aussie birds. They're Indian. Everybody likes to see their face on TV. Okay, we're going to watch Siraj is over and we'll call it quits. Siraj already battled Weary Warner. One's been hitting the side of the head and his elbow. There's going to be a soreness all round, I'd say. Warner's got a hold of the short ball here for the first time. Okay, well, I'll telecast will stop after this. We'll come back later, as I say. Come back in about 3 or 4 hours. This injury's all but helped Warner, I'd say. He's got a single there. Trickle of comments now. Last over. All right. Australia, none for 33. Into the 12th over. Warner 7, Kawaja 20. Kawaja picked the 4, steering it through the slips along the ground. So none for 37. Finishes over more too. They'd almost an hour's play. Without a wicket. Three slips. Had 4 earlier. Great delivery for Kawaja. Siraj bowled well. Ooh. This is coming up to the end of the first hour's play, which is, a minute away. One ball left in this over, and we're just about at a drinks break, I would say. I'd say this drinks. Sky's already on the field. Why is that? But one more over. So none for 37. We started the 13th over Ashwin. Ooh. Warner 7, Kawaja 24. 6 sundries. Warner's still pretty circumspect on 7. I think already employed a deep mid-off. I don't know why. Ooh. Skid through a bit there. This has to be last over 4 drinks. You'd have to think. Almost bruised and battered. He's got a left elbow injury, probably some heavy bruising, and side of the chin, copped the ball there too. Ooh, that bit like a cobra, but left. 1 ball, and you'd have to think this is going to be drinks. That ball was certainly, it spun like a cobra, that one. First tag. That's the 13th over, gone none for 37. And Virat Kohli's making comments. That looks like drinks. All right, guys. If you like and share the post, subscribe. I'll see you later tonight, probably live from a venue, Multicultural Cup. All the 8 captains from Australia, Sri Lanka, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, along with Nepal, Afghanistan, and Lebanon. See you later tonight.